Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Small businesses have more pull than ever. Now I know that might not be a popular opinion or something, but you know, Rom, I be looking at different angles, particularly for survival. Indeed, that's why I started understanding the economy better, not from taking a course, but I needed to figure out how money was coming into my pocket, and more importantly, how that money would buy food to put in my stomach. Come on, man, y'all know I eat. Anyway, small businesses actually have more pull than ever. I'm gonna tell you why. Especially in this time when so many companies are laying off, so many big companies, so many big retail companies, a lot of consumer companies. Because even in the area I live in, which is a 6-figure zip code, you still got plenty of businesses that are closing, big stores that are closing, small stores, people going out of business. There's a major gym in my area that's been around for 42 years. They're going out of business. And a lot of the bigger stuff is going out of business. But, and I'll use the gym example, then another example. People still need products. People still need services. Okay, like the gym example. Okay, this huge gym in my area, the Bel Air Athletic Club, is going out of business. And I found out they hadn't been paying some bills, hadn't been paying people. And I'm like, this is huge, like sits on like pretty much a city block, you know, small city block, but still, it's a huge area. And I mean, they're talking about replacing it maybe, and there's nothing concrete, maybe with some residential buildings or something. They had to tear down some stuff and build a new, but still. People still want to work out. Of course, they go to other gyms, but say your small business is like maybe a workout facility, like if you're a personal trainer or something, you're a personal trainer, or maybe even just a small gym. People still want to work out, have reasonable prices, reasonable space. You could probably still get people in there. Because like many of the smaller gyms, exercise studios, yoga studios, stuff like that, they're doing pretty well. Because when you have a smaller place, you don't have to pay as much in rent. You don't have to have the same amount of staff. You can have maybe a couple people in there. And of course, you know, working in a gym, everybody's doing some cleaning and everything else. You don't have to pay as much. So, but you still have a service that you're providing, and all you need is a decent crowd, just depending on the rent and everything. And it's like, you know, some equipment. Indeed, I've actually met some personal trainers who had their own space and they were making money, but it's smaller. You don't have to pay as much. See, one thing with the larger businesses, they got to pay a whole lot. You know, just their rent for whatever space they're on, electricity, power, they got to pay a bigger staff. So it could be tough for them. But a smaller one, you're not spending as much money and you can have more flexibility, and actually you can create a better customer base. Remember, I've talked before about creating a community with a business. And that's just one example. I'll give you another example. Like say you have business selling shea butter. Like I'm big on like skin stuff. I'm really big on it. Even thinking about one of those businesses I have an idea about creating and letting somebody else run it is like a store or something that sells natural products like that. You know, a whole bunch of natural products. But that's just an idea. But say it's an individual who creates those products, and it could be soaps. In fact, that's an even better example. Soaps. At a local shopping mall, Towson Town Center, there's a lady I will get some soaps from sometime. And indeed, when I went up to Christiana Mall in Delaware, I've gotten soaps. And incidentally, people say, oh, you go to malls a lot. Well, my sons like going to malls, and we do a lot of stuff together. And Ron's always thinking about business. I'll be walking through just seeing what businesses are there. But there's both of soap places, right? Okay, say you got soaps. And people say, oh, it's just soaps, hair stuff. Sticky businesses, recession resistant businesses. See, the thing is when say you got a kiosk. You got a simple kiosk. All right. The thing with that is if you're at the right location, you can get plenty of people, and then you can get a loyal base. Like the lady I get some soaps from at Towson Town Center, she is right by an escalator. And there's another kiosk right by the down escalator. She's at the up escalator. She's right there. People got to walk by. She's at a great intersection, great location. So people will come by and they can buy stuff. All you need is, I don't know, maybe, a few hundred sales a month. Like let's say, okay, 300 people a month buy some stuff. All right. She can pay the kiosk fee. Maybe pay somebody else to work there, pay for supplies, all of that. But the beauty of something like that is the customers keep going. Because see, when you have a small business, you can specialize. The biggest issue is just getting the customer base. But once you get the customer base, specialize, you can get to know them. You could recommend stuff to them, like a bookstore. Like my local comic book store. Okay, it's small and everything, but the young lady that works in there most of the time when I'm there, it's a couple people that work there normally. And the young lady, she knows what I like. So she'll say, oh, you got this, and she's friendly with everybody, but she knows what everybody likes. People are checking it out. People are checking it out. See, a small business, all you have to have is that service. And people like it better, they will keep you in business. I knew this young man who in fact, there was a young man I met, and he actually had followed me on this channel. He has a couple of oil stands in 2 different malls. It's like, okay. I think he has them I think he has them in a couple states as well. See, you build up that customer base. See, a small is actually good. Like I said, you're not paying as much on overhead, like rent. A lot of businesses get messed up. They can't pay the rent. You don't have to have a whole bunch of people. You just need just enough who are going to keep coming back for your service, your products, especially your products. Like if you have a good product, like soaps again. If you wash your ass, you're going to use that soap up. You're going to need some more. Boom. All you have to do is have a good product. And then people are getting more personalized, because that's something that's happening people aren't talking about. There's a lot of vendors out there, a lot of small business people. Now, some people will say, oh, they can't hire anybody or anything. They don't need to. They don't need to. See, or they can't get on the stock market. They don't need to. You got some small business people. They might be sole proprietors who are making 6 figures. Let me say that again. If they got the right product, all they need is the right product, right location, and then also online, be able to ship some stuff. They can make 6 figures. And only less than 10% of the population making 6 figures. And they can even make 6 figures to the point they get 6 figures after taxes, after paying sales tax and all of that. But they can make money. That's the important thing, especially in this time when these bigger businesses are going out. People still need those services. You just have to have the right service, right product, right location. And with social media now, that's like free advertising. Free advertising, because I know I've purchased stuff from different vendors over the years, and I say, hey, you on IG? Boom, right there, boom. So it's actually a lot easier than it's ever been. All right. So really keep that in mind. It's not, because things are changing. People want to be more independent, and it really is getting tougher for the bigger businesses, because they gotta move some weight to really stay in business now. Because like I said, I learned that with that local gym. I was like, wait a minute, that was like an institution. How they going out of business? Been around 40 years. But then in this area, we got so many smaller gyms. It's scary, seriously. Got so many like smaller gyms, and they making money. So anyway, y'all know the deal. I want y'all to think about that. If you got a small business idea, just go for it. You have a great chance of making it and doing well, especially in this environment. People still need the services. Because a lot of that recession and everything is just basically the larger businesses are having trouble, but a small business can succeed. All right, so y'all know the deal. Let's go make that money.